Well, unfortunately, we dropped the ball, and by we, I mean I. We dropped the ball. We missed race 1. But the good news is, we're here for race 2. SCRS, Ferrari, Challenge, Road America, race 2 of 2. If we have to bring you just one race of the night, it's gonna be this one. Inverted field. I'm Wendell. That's Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Hello, Wendell. I don't know if we can top race 1, to be honest. I think they got a little treat from race 1. We got the inside audio if you caught that first stream, but there was already some pretty heavy contact, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, the good news is, with this new and updated, whatchamacallit, I guess we'll call it an overlay, this gives us, I can find the button, let's see, this gives us a grid, and it works. Boom. Except I'm pretty sure that's not right. It's showing me as Mrazek and Frederick sitting on the front row. Is that correct?
We're working on that. I'm trying to remember who else he said to EOL here.
Well, we're going to give you a tentative grid. While Morris figures everything out, we're just going to run them down. Tentatively, Mrazek Frederick's your front row. We got Richard Hong, or Ryan Hong, excuse me. He's your 3rd place car. We got Hall in the 81. That's 4th. Looks like Travis Bennett. First letters are hard. We got Bennett and Hackathorn. That's your 3rd row. 4th row is Joe Darsky of the amateur variation. We got Shepard in the 49, also an amateur car. We got St. Germain and Johnson, 9th and 10th. 11th, 12th, Bernie and Correa. Pretty sure I mispronounced that, but we're going to run with it anyway. We got Kurt Crum sitting 13th. Justin Richardson, 14th. Jodarsky of the Pro variation. That's your 15th place car with Eric Mika sitting 16th in the 84. We got Chapman and DeCusher, 17th and 18th. We got Tisdale and Garber. And then, looks like Shotgun Charlie, we got the Andrew Mika.
Woke up from his beauty nap. Boy, I'm a little rusty on the admin duties there, Wendell. It's been a while. Tentatively, that's going to put Hall and Travis Bennett on the front row, so that's interesting. Also, Matt Ramathorn up there in 3rd. So.
Well, yeah. So a little bit broken tonight.
Hot up.
I'm a little broken tonight, so we're gonna try to keep up the best we can.
If it's anything like race 1, that's almost impossible. So. I'm pretty sure someone like Fredericks is going to try and make up some points too, Wendell, because he had a terrible race 1 as he flipped over. Not sure how, because that's not how physics work, but then also had toe damage and almost flipped again. So.
Well, damn. Sounds like an eventful
Unfortunately,
night.
we missed a pretty powerful race 1. We'll have to get a recap of that one, because it was pretty fun.
Well, and I'm sure everybody can catch that recap over on the Got That Stat channel on YouTube. Hit him up. YouTube.com/Got That Stat. If you can't find it that way, just search.
Taking my ads away too.
Oh, doo-doo.
All right, pace car's about to turn off and hand it over to Travis and Hall here for the long drag strip down to turn 1.
And there it is. That rough, that GT3, that Porsche, whatever it is today. He's gone.
Green is out.
These boys are going.
That's a lot of Ferraris.
Looks like we got a lane changer before the start-finish line, but I don't know that that's a rule here.
I don't think that's a rule on road racing.
I think we're good to go there.
For
These
the
boys
braking in turn 1.
piling it down. We got them beating and banging off each other. I'm not sure if that's Tisdale or Richardson, but a little bit of contact from one of those green machines.
And those green cars are looking to not hit anything this race. Tisdale had a pretty eventful race 1 with our good friend Kurt Crum there. Little taxi RG Barge. Looks like we got one off in the back already.
Speaking of Chrome, looks like he's already up to P7, Morris. With damage.
Looks like Mrazek was off in the back there, still having a little struggles.
Oh, we're 3 wide. We've got contact back here.
Just so many cars to keep track of.
It is so many cars.
I would keep an eye on Justin, also the Chapman fella. He was flying in race 1, just ran out of time as he gets a little wide there.
Looks like we've got Kurt Crum getting the moves made on him. By looks like, I believe that's Jodarski in the 78 car.
Race 1. Looks like they're kind of stuck behind Bernie and is that Hall? Yeah, and Hall on the outside there.
Yeah, Kurt Crum going to be able to overtake Jodarski there. That's going to bring Richardson.
There's was taking advantage of the kink there. So Frederick's off in the grass before the kink. So
Kurt Crum.
Take a couple laps to get settled in. That's not where you should stick it. Looks like Bernie's gonna get spun around there.
Yeah, Kurt Crum made the pass on him. Looks like Richardson had already put his nose down in there, but what appears to be incidental contact leaves Bernie sideways in the grass.
Just gonna say the admins are gonna have a night full of fun.
Well, they don't call it Road America for nothing.
America. So end of lap, what is that, lap 1? It's a long lap. Kurt's up to P4. Hackathorn still hold on to 3rd. Matthew St. Germain rebounding here to P2. And Travis Bennett still leading. Wow, yeah. Travis is leading a lap.
I know, and the Ray Brick Ferrari, not heard or seen that name in quite a little while.
Fortnite.
Yeah, at least, well, maybe 2.
I think he's going to have a pretty big task coming off St. Germain back there.
Oh, yeah. Looks like St. Germain in the Rainbow Warrior paint this week. Kind of digging that.
Stands out.
Yes, it does. It's looks like a kitty farting a rainbow flame. That's pretty nice. And like you said, Matt Rama / a Hackathorn. He's in the 21 car. That's a nice looking paint. Oh, looks like Bennett got a slowdown penalty there, maybe.
Possibly.
But he did let St. Germain by for whatever reason. So new leader, Matthew St. Germain.
I'm sure Travis is also looking just for a solid run. Also another one who had a pretty rough race 1. Of course, looking at the back of the pack and through the field, it's pretty rough back there. So
it looks like right now we got a race between Justin Richardson. I believe that's Jodarski.
Richardson, yeah, Eric Mickey's behind him. Tisdale, they're all right there together.
Yeah, so we got the green machines. We got Eric Micka. And then we got Jodarski.
Chuck wants to know that's lap 2 of how many? Just a couple trillion, Chuck.
Yeah, it's fine, Chuck. Just hang out with us for every lap, flag to flag. And, yeah.
I think the AdSense money on that one.
No, Chuck, it normally straightens itself out around lap 3.
Should be around 10 or 11 laps, probably 10.
Yep. As we say that, it clears up. Lap 3 of 10 this time by. We got a move up here at the front.
Hackathorn.
Hacka-racka Ramarod. He's making his moves. P2 for that 21 car.
That's a career run so far, but they better not look too far back. I see a yellow taxi cab coming into view.
And Morse, you and I are both aware. Chad should be aware by now. That guy's looking to collect his fare. Rear end damage and all.
He collected his fare and then some in race 1, so we'll see what he does in race 2. I think if Tisdale could get to him, he might have a few choice words. So.
Well, I can imagine. It looks like somebody's already had a couple of words for the rear end of that cab.
Might have been an Uber driver.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing for a while. But Morris looking at P5 through P. Well, I guess we're going to call it 9 with Chapman catching up. Yep. And as you said, Jodarski. Oh!
Oh,
We got
man.
Chapman dumping Tisdale there.
It's just not been a week for Tisdale.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to be happy about that. Yeah, just gets in there and contact, nose to tail. That's it's rather unfortunate for him.
Now, he did have a little bit of a look in there. I'm not going to say he probably shouldn't have stuck it in there, but he was looking, but Tisdale made sure he wanted to hold that spot. Either way, they're not going to be happy about it, so.
Yeah, not at all. That thwarts any forward progress that Chapman had made. Looks like he's gonna keep moving though.
Yeah, I think he'll probably rebound from that because he was super quick in race 1. Just take that for Tisdale because he had a solid week. I believe it last week at Laguna Seca, but this week it's just turned back to misfortune.
Yeah, well, that's rather unfortunate, but looks like Eric Mika going to show the nose. Not going to do anything with it, but just letting him know, hey, bud, I'm here.
He's like, wow, is that Justin? I'm going to show the nose to Justin. Chuck saying that was just a sprint with a couple trillion laps. Yeah, that was just a sprint race.
Yeah, it's no problem. I figured, we'll be here for a couple months. It's cool.
Give or take, yeah. A couple commercial breaks here and there.
No, commercial free. That's how we bring it to you.
Just like PBS, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
This channel funded. This channel funded by viewers like you, Chuck.
Pretty sure they would pay us to stop talking. So.
Hey, listen, I used to make lunch money in high school doing that.
Really, I used to sell like individual grapes for a quarter. So.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Wendell, you shut up!" By like $5, 10 minutes.
Ooh, Travis Bennett overcooks the brakes before the Smithfield Bridge. You lose everything there.
Rather unfortunate for the 16 car. He was looking real good. But now he's
trying to get back on track.
And now he's looking the wrong direction. It's going to be a long road to get back on track. But
he's got her going, but unfortunately, that's going to end in going to end a good chance of a top 5 there. Actually, well, he was the second highest running AM at that point. So.
Well, we got Saint Germain. He's sitting out front. He's a pro driver. The next pro driver. That cab, Kurt's cab, Kurt Crum. He's rocking the 14 tonight. I'm pretty sure isn't he supposed to be the 11?
Yeah, we keep having number changes. So.
Well, anyway, so Kurt Crum's cab. He's
Crumbs everywhere.
His rates have increased. He's moving up through the field. He's up to P2 now. Matt Hackathorn sitting pretty in P3 right now, but he's got a Justin Richardson right behind him. So he's going to have his hands full here for the next however many laps.
Sure, he's like, already? Really? Man.
That one car.
He said he learned a few things last week, though, when he got behind him. So.
No, and he is going to yield. He's going to let that one car, he's not going to make it too easy, but he is going to let him by here.
He's got a pretty good gap back to Eric, too.
So move Justin Richardson up to P3. We got Matt Hackathorn 4th. We got Eric the Man Mika. He's sitting P5 right now with the rebounding Jodarski. He's looks like he's gathered himself. Yeah, he managed to hold on to 6th.
A lot of dirt being thrown there. Remember, Matt Hackathorn's still the top AM driver as well. So
he is indeed. The next closest AM is going to be Correa.
Not too far off, but just enough.
No, he's not. He's sitting P7 right now, but he's got a bumper full of Chapman. And as you said, Chapman real fast last race. Chapman's 8th, but then right behind him, if I'm not mistaken, race number 1 winner, JD, in the 11 Canada car. It's because
he put on a clinic. He was not too Amish in race 1 there. But it goes to show you the difference in traffic. Getting through the field makes it much harder.
Indubitably.
Our good friend, where is Andrew Mickey?
I'm not sure, but we got Brandon 48 in chat. He says, guess there's no sleeping on the job. I hope not. Maybe. We have no comment.
Just a little bit, maybe.
We will neither confirm nor deny said allegations. Brandon 48, nice to see you. Hope you're enjoying the action that is race number 2 here in the SCRS series.
I'm sure he doesn't mind. I think he was in the other stream I did. I'm sure he doesn't. He probably likes the less chatter and talking about man love so much that we had in stream 1. So,
speaking of action, we got Thomas Fredericks. He's making the move on the amateur Jodarski. He's got position on him through the corner. He's going to make that happen. Move old Thomas Fredericks, last week's race number 2 winner overall. Move him up to P10 in that Yangling Ferrari.
Yangling-a-ling.
Yangaling-a-ramaling-a-ding-dong.
Fortunately, he has quite a gap to catch up to the next car in front of him.
Yes, he does.
Like 7 seconds worth of gap.
All right, well, we are officially 5 laps to go here at Road America in the SCRS Ferrari Challenge Series, Thomas. And looks like our closest battle in the top 10 going to be between Justin Richardson and Eric Mickle. Oh, no, we've got a battle back here between Correa and Chapman is certainly hotting up.
Chapman's trying to find a way around here, and this battle is also pushing its way into Hackathorn, and that will be the battle for the AM win.
It will indeed. Hackathorn and Correa, the AMs. Chapman a pro, but then JD right behind them. He's also an amateur, well, according to title.
Yeah, after looking tonight, he might have been sandbagging a little bit. Or, you know, some people have their favorite tracks, so.
That's also true.
As I mentioned, I'm not a fan of this place, so.
No. Whereas I don't really mind it in stock cars. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Also, a new thing starting this week too. When you only get 12 X's, so you gotta be more mindful of what you do. I saw Mr. Chapman already up to 10, so.
Yeah, Chapman pushed out a little bit wide there. That allowed JD to get a look on him. JD's going to take that look again down the long front straightaway.
Got that happening. Also, Eric Mika trying to go the long way around Richardson. I don't think that's going to work the 1-in-1, but he actually got it done.
You boys can't do this at the same time.
I know. It's like picture in picture.
We'll move Eric Mika up to P3. We got JD. He's fighting tooth and nail for that inside lane. He's got it, but Chapman holding strong.
Sailed that thing in there.
He's holding strong on the outside there, so he's going to have, assuming he doesn't get past, he should have position coming down into the corner here. He is going to have position on him.
Drives are deep in there that time.
Well, we got a small break in the action.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. We got NASCAR Nana in chat. Says, glad to see Mrazek back tonight. Keep moving up. Cheering from OKC. But Oklahoma City, I'm assuming.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. He's still circulating right now. P18. He actually had a terrible race 1 and race 2 now at the start. So
Matt Hackathorn ran off the track there. That allowed Correa to just eliminate the gap.
It's like our battle's hotting up, Wendell.
Correa on the outside. 2 beautifully painted cars. 12V21.
Ooh, Hackathorn clipped that curb just a little too much there.
Yeah, but Chapman, he's coming in to say, oh!
Hackathorn got a little hip check there.
Not sure if this is NASCAR. Yeah, JD just came in there and just knocked the hell out of his nose.
Full contact sport, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
move JD up through both of them though. He's gonna be the overall AM leader now.
Whew. Yeah.
Hot hit.
Not sure what just happened there, but it did.
Hackathorn's probably pretty much done because it had to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no way.
Out there farming, so.
Yeah, there's no way he regathers himself from that. That was a very hard hit.
He's bringing her to pit lane. That's a shame, but it kind of just snowballed from one bad corner.
It did. Well, JD very content on getting around Chapman here. He's I guess he wasn't having it.
I think he wants to prove I'm the M, but hey, I'm gonna pass this pro guy again.
He said, I'm the best damn am you've ever seen. As he does.
I've seen my fair share.
He does make that move on Chapman one more again. I don't know if it's going to work. Chapman going to have, he's going to have the position going into the corner here. But, yeah. JD not giving up on it.
I don't know how hard I'd fight this, because you don't really need it. You've got the other guy who's racing you for actual class position right behind you, so if you make a mistake, it's going to cost you possibly the win.
And I'm sure Correa's sitting there thinking, go ahead, race the hell out of him.
Get in there, you can do it.
I mean, that's two cars that have had their nights ruined off the bumpers of the two cars in front of him. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility.
That's our kind of night, right? That it's kind of part ways for you.
As JD just decides to cut the corner in half there, just puts the whole right side of the car in the grass. Hey, shortest distance between 2 points, straight line, folks. He's making it happen.
To it.
Looks like back out front, Kurt Crum half a second off of that bumper of Saint Germain in the Kitty Cat Rainbow Poop.
He's catching them.
I don't know what we call that car. I am gonna go with Kitty Cat Rainbow Poop though.
Sounds good to me.
It's kind of nice. I like it.
I don't know about 4/10 that lap. So next lap, which would be coming to the white flag, they should be on top of each other. So
very true. But then
drama.
Back here, third and fourth, we got Eric Milkel and the pro Joe Darsky. It looks like they're going to be locked into battle here for the final podium position.
I don't think Justin or Chapman have anything to say about that. So probably going to be set there. Kurt's going to make them look down here into Danica corner.
He is going to make the look. He is going to get position. He is probably going to make that pass. I don't think Saint Germain can hold him off here.
He might try and back off here and try and get a better run through these, but it may have backed off just a little too much.
Indeed. New leader. Kurt Crum looking to collect his fare.
Don't know how much you were going to do, though, when he caught you half a second, one lap, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those things. What do they say? Mitigate the damage. I think that's the phrase.
I do, at least.
And if you're listening to the radio station, it's the phrase that pays. Hot OCR TV. Bringing you the Ferrari action on Wednesday nights. Maybe next week I can actually get home before the damn race starts. That would be nice.
I don't know. I mean, maybe people can tell us, do they like us to just turn it on and have the chat aimlessly wander through the race?
Yeah, let us know.
There were some pretty funny comments. Eric Mickey playing a little defense there.
He is. Joe Darsky, you can see the bobbling and weaving coming out of that Ferrari there. Like I said, this is your closest battle on track right now, so we're going to stick with it.
Using every inch of track there.
As they come down the long straightaway.
Should be the final lap, right?
It is indeed. This will be your last lap.
The math today.
Quick math. 1 + 1 is chair.
Barring any craziness, no one's really close enough to make any die-hard moves here. Other than Eric and our good friend in the pro Jordaski. So.
Yeah, it looks like the next battle going to be JD and Chapman back here. We'll try to keep an eye on that for you. That should be a little exciting. As the trees get in the way of the camera, Jadarsky comes in and just pile drives the butt of the Eric Mika Ferrari.
That'll make you get your pants.
Yeah. Looks like about $40,000 worth of damage to the front of that 78 machine.
But it was just a scratch, but it's a Ferrari. So.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Wow, so Tisdale, Chapman, Mrazek all have 11 incidents on the final lap.
Oh my God.
So if you're anywhere close to any of those people and you're watching the stream.
Go ahead
30
and rub
seconds
them.
from now, tell them not to get an X.
Yeah, rub them. All right, well, looks like
nothing really formally.
Yeah.
There doesn't say it looks like Travis Bennett was the only one who got DQ'd for incidents. So.
And I believe Matt Hackathorn had to retire because of the excessive damage to that machine. But the race between Mika and Jodarsky, not exactly hot. It's like Kurt Crum coming through the final corner.
Using all the track, both of them.
Yeah, Saint Germain giving it everything he's got, but it's unfortunately going to come up short. But, like we said, we got Kurt Crum flashing his high beams up here. We got Eric, Mickey, Jodarsky, Justin Richardson. They're bringing it home. We'll get you a full.
Didn't hold off JD either.
We'll get you a full rundown of the field here as soon as we can. But yeah,
that was eventful.
Fun, shiny lollipops. Man, well, there he is, Kurt Crum, your Pro Series winner, overall winner tonight. Looks like your amateur winner. That's going to be JD. Picking up the overall win in race 1, the amateur class win in race number 2. That's a solid points day for him.
That's a mega points day.
Mega points day.
Day.
All right, and there we are. We got the Crum pulling the cab off the side. I wish it would let me pause, but it doesn't. So
you hit the pause button.
No, this one doesn't have one.
Is it not on the timing and scoring?
No. I mean, it's where it's supposed to be, but it's a different button.
Oh.
Well, in any event,
buttons.
We are going to smack you with the results as we get ready to engage in a conversation with the podium drivers. So hopefully that'll be fun. But
it should be. I mean, it usually is.
Very true. We'll run you down through the grid. Kurt Crum, overall / pro winner. There he goes. Out there doing his donuts. He's picking up the W tonight. Saint Germain bringing it home P2. Eric Mickel, he's going to round out your top 3 tonight, the 84 car. So we'll talk to all 3 of those gentlemen, assuming they are in the Discord. We got the pro Jodarsky. We got Justin Richardson. They round out your top 5. Chapman, JD, Correa, Fredericks, and amateur Jodarsky rounds out your top 10 in race number 2 tonight. Penguin RC's fastest lap award goes to Kurt Crum. Go check out those guys, penguinrc.com. They got some pretty cool stuff. Go give them a holler. 11th through 20th, you can read. We'll leave them up there on the screen for you.
I did that in race 1, and Eric said I didn't bring enough energy to the Penguin RC award. So.
Well, I mean, we can always try to get. Let's make up for race number 1. Would you like to?
I mean, do we have to? Chat said it was pretty entertaining. So.
Well, I mean, if Chad said it was entertaining, then, we have to go with that.
I mean, they are the final word in it. So.
It's very true. Brandon confirming that the first race was not funny. He said it was, in fact, hilarious. I don't know. Maybe we do
see what AdSense says about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Shall we grab people?
Dude, let's snatch and grab. Let's get this thing going.
Let's start with this guy. I hadn't talked to him in a while. Bam.
Boom, got him. Matthew Saint Germain in the 46 car. And you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like the kitty cat pooping rainbows paint tonight, which is pretty sweet, by the way. Rolled off the grid 9th, ended up 2nd. Matt, tell us a little bit about your race.
We appear to have lost Matt in the interview.
Oh, well, that's
maybe hit the connection issues, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's rather unfortunate. We'll give him a second to try to reconnect here.
Well, we're waiting on him. Oh, there he is. Let's try it again. Let's try it again there, Matt.
Yeah, Saint Germain is DW in the booth. Got a copy?
Got a copy now. Sorry, fellas, had some technical problems.
No worries. Well, we'll just start over, act like it never happened. Saint Germain, he's driving the kitty cat pooping rainbows paint tonight. Rolled off the grid ninth, finished second. Pretty solid points run. Tell us a little bit about your race, bud.
It's about time I turned some racing around here and had finally a good race. It's been a hectic last three races. Started off the first race pretty good. Got in a little trouble. I was having a little problems getting adjusted to the brake bias on this setup, and finally found the feel for it in race 2, and it was nice. I was able to push and get some consistent laps after I got the feel for it, or the first 3 laps. But in the last 2 laps there, Kurt was able to catch me and make the pass. He was obviously quicker in a couple corners there.
Yeah,
He just tried to steal that win at the end, didn't he?
You got that right.
We're gonna have to check that cab for a flux capacitor or something, man. I don't know. But
yeah, I thought Justin was going to be back there, but I was surprised Kirk came out of nowhere. It's a shocker to see all these guys giving Justin a run for his money finally.
It is. It's kind of nice to see, to be honest with you.
I can't agree more, fellas. I can't agree more.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything to bring up from race number 1 as I was experiencing technical difficulties, if you will.
I can speak for a lot of people that win. I don't think they want to remember race 1 too much.
Oh
yeah, race 1 I overcooked it in probably lap 4. I like to trail brake. My tendency's always been to trail brake into the corner to the apex, and with this brake bias setup, I wasn't able to do that. So I ended up pushing or losing the rear end in one of the corners, and poor Thomas Fredericks got into me, and he ended up flipping in. I ended up wasn't able to keep going, so poor for him, and I apologize to him again. But that's just racing for you.
I don't think that was much as your fault as it was the iRacing physics there. I don't think a car should flip over from a side impact. So
do me one favor. Never, ever apologize to Thomas Fredericks, okay? Thank you.
Good point, fellas.
But no, like I said, a solid points night for race number 2, at least. Morris, where are we at next week?
I believe we go to the rolling hills of Mid-Ohio. So
Mid-Ohio. And if I'm not mistaken, you didn't have a terrible showing there.
Yeah, but, it's not my favorite track. No, it's not a track I know. Hopefully Will Salisbury shows up because that's his hometown track, and he'll be able to help me out.
Well, get on the horn and get Will there.
I'm trying, fellas. I've been trying.
Well, before we let you go, Hot Rod, give us those shout-outs, man.
I just give a shout-out to Lit Motorsports and the fellas, and great shout-out to SCRS and the whole league here. It's been a great turnout for season 2, and hopefully it keeps rolling here.
Right, well, that was your P2 finisher in race number 2 tonight. Before we grab the next guy, Brandon 48 saying, I'm definitely going to remember race 1, but we can, act like it never happened.
I feel like that might have to go unlisted at some point.
Yeah, I was going to say, except for there's a VOD. Go check it out on the Got That Stat channel. Are we ready for... Are we ready for the Milka?
See if he's done with his duties. With his tiny hands, I wasn't sure if he typed up all the points yet or not, Wendell, but here's our third place finisher, Eric Mika.
Speaking of duties, get the Milka in here. Rolled off the grid, 16th. Finished P3. An interesting, I guess we'll say, battle from I believe the 8th position up to the podium there. Eric, tell us a little bit about race number 2, bud.
Yeah, you really realize how narrow and how much space you don't have to work with around this track when you're coming through all that traffic. So that was kind of on the edge of your seat racing there early on. Had fun racing with Richardson. I finally believe him when he says he has a track he doesn't like.
Yeah, little struggles from him tonight, we saw.
Yeah, both of those green cars seem to have some issues here.
Well, the second green car had some help, so.
Well, I mean, issues come in all shapes and sizes.
True. So that's a nice rebound from last week, Eric, where we saw you. I think
Let's not talk about last week.
on the hook at Laguna Seca.
Yeah. Needless to say, I have much happier racing around Road America than I am at Laguna Seca. Yeah, so I don't know, this track, I always seem to do a little bit better here. So it was a nice bounce back. I think third place in both races tonight. So hopefully that keeps me in shot of the point lead here.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You know, hopes and dreams. If we don't have that, what do we have?
We have Mid Ohio, so that's your next hope and dream.
We have Bills and Texas was the answer we were looking for there.
I'm looking forward to Mid Ohio. That'll be fun. Glad Wendell and Andrew both decided to get out from. I'm assuming they were sleeping together because they both only showed up for race 2. But
only one of us was sleeping. I can say that only one of us was sleeping. But
couldn't even wake them up, huh?
I believe that's a different streamed platform where you can find that video. But
the race 1 video.
But no, we about that. But yeah, Mid Ohio, I believe next week, Eric. Pretty sure, I'm not a stats guy, but I'm pretty sure you had a pretty solid showing in season 1 there. Looking forward to continuing that.
Huh.
Did we go there in season 1?
That's odd because I don't remember being there in season 1. So
did we not go there?
No.
I don't. Probably we went in 3 wide, but not there. So.
Yeah, that's probably what you're remembering. We did the 3 wide race there a few weeks ago.
Maybe that's what it... Eric, we're going to need you to back out of the 3 wide B car because it's confusing me. Okay, bud?
Don't worry, your work might take care of that.
Oh, my God. What a day.
Yep. People need their letters.
That's your solid words from the postman there who finished P3 tonight. Anything else, Eric, before we grab the actual winner here?
No, I just thank you guys for coming out tonight and for the stream. Everything back on track there, and I just shout out to everybody who showed up and continues to show up from week to week to make this thing fun and successful. I know we've got some stuff to look at after tonight, but
yeah.
Some yellow and green not making blue so well together. So who knows.
Oh, I think we should have Kurt in a blue car next week.
Very true. Well, there he was.
You'll get that if you watch race 1 highlights.
There he was. There he goes. Eric Mielko. 2 P3s tonight. That is pretty solid points tonight.
But even more solid, your race 2 winner, Mr. Kurt Crum.
Hello.
Kurt, unfortunately, I was not available for race number 1, so I didn't get to see that. But from what I understand, it sounds like everybody wants to forget it. What we're not going to be able to forget is that drive from 13th to the top spot. Kurt came through, collected that fare one more time. Tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, it was certainly cleaner, I guess, than the first one. Pretty solid.
That depends on where you were on the track.
Well, yeah. For me, at least, I picked up a little damage in turn 1, so I was hurting my straight line speed just a little bit. But I had so many incidents the first race that I wanted to be extra careful. So, I had a decent gap from the beginning to some of the faster guys behind. So, I tried to bide my time, make sure no one was really catching up too fast, and pick my way through. Chase down Saint Germain was a challenge. He was pretty quick, but once I got a sniff of his draft, I was able to just reel him in enough to get by. So worked out.
Without a doubt. So it looks like you may possibly cut into that point lead of Richardson a little bit here, as he had I don't say an off night, but a not Richardson night. So mean, he didn't even get a pole. That's outrageous.
Right? Yeah, I won't lie. I was happy to see that. Help me get some points caught up, and maybe make a championship.
Well, I'm no mathematician. We leave that up to Matt Kingston, but I think with the drop weeks factor in, I think you're looking pretty damn good for that right now, Kurt. I believe that's 2 wins on the season so far. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think so. We get a few more of them, and could be looking really good by the end of the season.
Without a doubt.
Kurt, before we let you go, 'cause we know you got to get back out there on the road and start collecting them fares. Let's get those shout-outs, bud.
Well, I had to, in order to make tonight's race, I had to go against the Taxi Brotherhood a little bit and ordered an Uber for the girlfriend to get picked up so I didn't have to. So shout out to Uber for stepping in when needed so I could race.
There it is, folks. If that's not love, I don't know what is, because I'll tell you what, I ain't buying an Uber for no lady.
Fair enough.
Of course, that might be why I'm divorced and single.
I was going to say, yeah.
But yeah, Kurt, again, congrats on win number 2 for the season. Should be approaching, if not the top spot, close to the top spot in the points. But we'll keep an eye on that. And I guess we'll see you next week at Mid-Ohio.
For sure. Should be another good one there.
All these people loving Mid-Ohio and their rolling hills.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll,
I thought it was tight this week. Try next week.
I swear, did we not go to Mid-Ohio last season?
Not in SCRS, just in 3-wide.
I'm going to have to start writing this stuff down, man.
I mean, possibly, or, just remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, but
It's not like we're working on our, I want to say close to our 80th race of the season.
yeah, about that. I think that might be the problem. My brain might just be in overload.
They're just overlapping with each other. And then we have people crossing over from 2 different leagues into this, like, Hackathorn is in both leagues, Eric's in both leagues, so it just melts your mind.
It does. And, that's not hard to do. It's not like the mind
Not much
wasn't.
to melt.
Yeah, it was already close to boiling point anyway. But results reflashing across the screen. Of course, we got Mid-Ohio next Wednesday night here in the SCAR series, but I believe Sunday night we got the 3-wide boys back on the wide open ovals. Talladega oval, even Talladega.
So there's 2. Wow.
Well, technically there's 2. We're going to turn around and do it again Monday night in the Cup cars. So, I mean, yeah.
And that is a what's the word? That is an elimination race for the Cup Series.
Elimination nation.
And if that wasn't more exciting at Talladega, you could possibly get eliminated from your championship run. Guess we'll have to find out and see.
Well, with that being said, join us again Sunday night, 10 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. We got the 3-wide Nathan Young Designs B-Car Series of Talladega. Join us again Monday night, the same time-ish. We got the Cup cars at Talladega with the Cold Hard Art Cup Series. You'll be able to hear Thomas Morris, Matt Kingston, Trey Landry. They're going to bring you flag-to-flag coverage. And join Thomas and myself Wednesday night. We'll be at Mid-Ohio here with the SCRS Ferrari Challenge Series. Morris, until Sunday night, what you got for him?
Just a normal bye-bye.